Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house, in a haunted graveyard, from a haunted person. Tonight I'm doing free Yes Maybe So tarot cards as well as paid readings. I'm just chatting and chilling. If you've just found this and we are not live, go ahead and skip to the end. There's always a free collective message for anybody who maybe to the chat tonight, didn't get a reading, or wants another reading, or maybe those like you who have just found us live and we're not live. So go ahead and skip to the end for your free collective message. It's a timeless tarot reading, which means it's good for any time you find it. So if you found it later tonight or tomorrow, a week, a couple months, a year, a decade, it's still going to be a good reading. Not sure what's going on with the spirit box. I'm still messing around with it, trying to get it going. Some of my components were not working, so I had to reorder some new components for a couple bucks. So those should be here in a couple days. Sadly, I could not make it out to like a Micro Center or Fry's or Best Buy. And I'm not about to try to order from Walmart. We used to have a Radio Shack in town, but for some reason those are ceasing to exist little by little as time passes on. So don't think we'll be doing spirit box tonight. Not sure when we will do a spirit box again. Hey there, honey. How are you, Confly? Feeling tired. But I'll be okay because I've got my double, triple jealous iced coffee over here. But at least physically, I'm feeling pretty good today. Head has definitely been in class. But I also, yesterday I hit my head pretty hard. So today I kind of just had a lot of brain fog from that. But I did wait the 6 hours that you're supposed to wait after you hit your head to make sure I did not get a concussion. But I still kind of have a little bit of a headache from it. I might have to put some ice on it later. We've got 2 orgone generators going on behind me, so it should fix my head, definitely. It's zapping me while I'm sitting in front of it. I guess I'll put the Crew light shows on to see if we get any activity with them. It's pretty crazy with both of them on and the generators going. It's awesome. I could use like a really good nap. Spirit right would be great. Oh, I don't even think I have my tarot cards in here. I have some tarot cards in here, but yeah. Hey, you want a tarot card reading? What's that? Precious. I don't know if you can hear the music I'm playing, but it's some kind of music that is supposed to fill your heart chakra. I just like put it on. It's just so relaxing. So I should have a speaker coming in pretty soon to light this all up. The new speaker box. I guess I could put a 9 volt in the room on. So I've got part of this new spirit box built, but I needed the AC adapters, or if I want to like just sit here and plug it in. But I also bought some components so that I can add 9-volt batteries. So if I want to take it down to the actual yard part of the property, I can. But yeah, and you will the more that you stay on that strict mental diet. You know how we talked about intrusive thoughts and how just because you have an intrusive thought doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Of course you will. I think I hear my owl outside. Yes. Let me go and see if I can record her. Hello. I appreciate it. No, not walking. I'm gonna go back out there in a minute. Hey, I'm back.
Huh?
And the age-old question, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop? I don't know. I was trying to record it, but my dad came outside, so it's not going to talk now. It's scared. I've actually counted.
Let me turn the light on.
No, don't turn a light on yet, because I'm trying to get
No,
the...
you're full or not?
Yeah, in a minute. I'm going to do a tarot card reading.
Do you know where or not?
No, I'll get it.
Want any lights?
No.
Right there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So see what the cards say about what you need to know about your question. Spirit, what is Contemplate need to know about Anthony asking her to be his girlfriend? Is he going to ask her? Like hundreds. Maybe like 400. So you've got, interesting that they went beep beep, the REM pod. So you've got the 6 of Cups. It's very much a yes card. Like there's something about you that makes him want to feel or will feel nostalgic about relationships, like as if there's something that, well, you see the picture. I mean, wants to make good memories with you for sure. Might even keep him up at night because like he doesn't want to break your heart. He doesn't want a broken heart, but he knows with patience, in time, and maybe even a little limbo. Really? The owl always sounds so cute when it does whatever it is. The noise that they make is just adorable. I'm going to put the call center on. Maybe somebody will call. I don't know how big the owl friend is. I would have to say, so in 2015, I came home from Nashville and there was a baby sitting on the wire sleeping from the Christmas lights I hung out there up against the house. And I was like, well, I'm going to totally get this on camera. So it could be her all grown up. Or it could be one of the other ones that has been here since we moved in. And I just love the sound that it makes. And I assume it's always the same one because it always sounds the same. I wouldn't think that one owl would be born with the same exact, vocal cords as the other, just like us humans have unique vocal cords. But it always goes, like it's so cute. I just love it. It's like, did I name it? No. I didn't want to get too attached. But every time I hear it, I'm reminded that owls are aliens. That was something that my mom and I would sit right here and talk about when we moved in. Excuse me. Did the lights or the REM pod go off when I was gone? I was only gone for about 2 minutes. I'm gonna try these AC adapters. So disappointed they don't work. No, these 9-volt DC adapters do not work, which is not a bad thing. I'll just take them somewhere and what?
When you go outside, let me know if you're going outside.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
We're going to come together, you're doing inside.
It's not a bad thing that the AC adapters don't work. They need to be taken somewhere to be recycled anyways. That thing's going crazy. Now, I did hit it a moment ago, but it went off when my dad opened the front door. I wish for the spirit box to work.
What is an oil angel?
I'm gonna go put the dog on the bed and turn the light on, I guess. I think this is going to be better lighting for me tonight than that bright light that I usually have on. Are you there, Spirit? 911 SPIRIT. Hey, how are you, SR66? Welcome to the channel. The only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a haunted graveyard. So how do you want them to view you as a person? We're doing fine. Thanks for coming by. Well, how do you want them to? First of all, let's see. How do you feel about yourself? How do you view yourself? Because the way you view yourself is most likely how other people feel about you, view you, think about you, the way you think and view and feel about yourself. And most likely, 99.9%, this person views you as well in a good way. You could probably ask them and they would say in a good way as well. I'm sorry, it's just science. I think, Cottonfly, that one of the balls is more sensitive than the other. I think this one is a little more sensitive than this other one over here. The other two that came in the package did not work. What feelings do you want him to have towards you compared to what feelings do you think he has towards you? Do you know? Let's check it. Thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. But really, this question is serious that I'm asking you. What feelings do you want this person to have towards you compared to what do you feel this person feels towards you? You're not sure. So you're not sure what you want them to feel for you, and you're not sure what they feel towards you. Okay. Then they aren't either. They're not sure how they feel about you. The sooner that you decide, the sooner you'll know. They may even show you. Even if it's a synchronicity that signs up or lines up that you see, maybe through their social media or maybe through a text message or an email or a phone call or some kind of contact. Yeah, we can ask the cards that. They find you attractive. That's a very good question to ask because feelings are very different from attraction, though they are influenced one by the other. It could be the ugliest book in the world, but you still love it. You see what I'm saying? You still feel like you love it because it's such a great story or such a great book. And I know it's silly to compare people like apples and oranges, or to something that's just disposable, like a book. Not that a book is disposable to me, but you see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it wouldn't matter how he felt about you because the cards aren't going to give that to you. He could feel shit about you today. He could feel like a star about you tomorrow because energy changes, and where attention, flows, attention goes. So that's why it's so important for you to decide, how do you want this person to feel and think and view you? How do you think and view them and feel about them? And what are you telling yourself about each other in the situation? And if you're not sure, then let your higher self guide you. Your higher self is just your heart. It's nothing outside of you. Oh no, I don't mind. So let's go ahead and find out if this person is attracted to you. I mean, I'm pretty sure they are, especially if you're attracted to them. It's only natural. It's science. These are the cards you want to flip, Spirit. So I would say that yes, in this Emperor card, that this person they are attracted to you. This is a very yes card, this Emperor card. And what they're attracted to about you is that, you are certainly somebody they see that stays on their pedestal, puts things in order the way they should be in your life. There might even be something about you spiritually that they really appreciate. Spirit wants you to follow your inner compass. With this as the high priestess is the energy behind this emperor. So go ahead and think about how you want this person to think and feel and attract and be about you. The energy that they like about you is that high priestess energy, that emperor energy, that being able to balance yourself from your divine and feminine energy, whether it be masculine or feminine, depending on what you're doing as well. But yeah, this person's attracted to you. So I hope somehow that helps you. Hey, Addison, welcome back to the channel. Spirit box isn't working, so I don't think the experiment is complete. I did get some extra components because Cottonfly was saying something today in a message, which is very interesting that you said this, Cottonfly. I do the spirit box and I go under during the Estes method, and it literally makes me sick. I get really tired. I get super fatigued. Maybe even some of the pain I'm having, the chronic pain, maybe it's not just from, the accident anymore. Maybe the accident never happened. Like I'm trying to manifest and so I can heal myself quicker. But, maybe the spirits are, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm definitely not faking the way I feel. Do I feel sick like a cold? No, it's like I feel sick in a different way. Hey, Creative Arts, it's good to see you again. You're so welcome, SR66. Come back, hang out. We're here for you. Keep me updated, okay? I would love to hear the rest of this love story, okay? Was he happy to talk to you today? Sure, let's find out. How do you feel about this person being happy to talk to you today? Were you happy to talk to them today, Creative Arts? Yes, and I, Cottonfly, the spirit box can be incredibly intense doing the Estes method, because not only are there like so many voices that are, not only are there so many of them, okay, so I'm interested to see what's going to come out of the speaker when the new box is done, but having to go with the flow of that. And I wonder how different is it going to be when I'm not under Estes method. How different is it going to be? Will we hear their voices? Will it only distinguish 1 from 30? Or are they all going to come through the box at the same time like they do on the spirit box when I'm under and doing the Estes method? Creative Arts, are you still there? Sorry, I'm slurping on YouTube. Oops, I knocked over Pinhead. Sorry. Oh, sorry, lady. Got her back, though. So sorry, honey. Yes, I named her Pinhead because when I make wigs and I'm prepping them, I have to put not only the pins in her head to keep the hair on it, but when I take the wig off and it's done, I put the pins right back. It looks so funny. You still there, Creative Arts? Creative Arts, are you still there? I guess Creative Arts is not there. God, I'll be so upset if like the batteries come or the new AC adapters for my pedals and they're not working because they're old or whatever. So far, it's been pretty quiet tonight. I mean, we had a little bit of activity with these two Motley Crue light show balls. God, I just want to put some Mazzy Star on and go to bed. Which I might do here in a minute. It's pretty slow tonight. Usually when I start earlier, it's better on a Tuesday. Oh, remember how we would talk about Alpha going into Alpha Addison? We ever talked about that? Was I talking with either one of you about that at one time? Can't remember, but I thought I was talking to one of you about it at some point in time. But one of the things that helps me go into the alpha state is with the colors, by imagining them in my mind's eye. But I know that I think I was talking with Addison about going into alpha to help her with her imaginal acts. Yes, I was talking to you about it. I remember now. I mean, it's been a long time. And there's been a lot of different things we've been through in the last 3 to 6 months. And we haven't talked about the imaginal acts yet, like where you close your eyes and you imagine that it's done. Because I know for you, the state akin to sleep thing is difficult because you couldn't imagine. So I was like, well, what if we could get you into the alpha state, with practicing imagining colors with your eyes closed? I don't know if you ever got around to that exercise, but one thing that might really help is, you see the light bulb I have on? It's a color changing light bulb. It goes from red to orange to yellow to green to blue to purple to this beautiful like plum purple color, which is kind of then turns into like a hot pink. But these are all the colors that you're taken through in regards to getting into alpha state, when they teach you how to do alpha state with numbers and colors. If you are studying with certain gurus or teachers or people who are into this kind of thing. So I thought maybe if you got one of those light bulbs and turned it on, and laid down and closed your eyes, where, how when you close your eyes, you can see how bright it is outside of it'll just show you if it's dark, yeah, it's dark. But if you sit in front of a light changing colored light that changes light slowly, it might help you get into that alpha state with just counting. Because you'll see, like I see the blue, I see, the purple, the green, the red. I see all the colors when I close my eyes. So that might help you when you're not using the light to imagine the colors. Hey Britt, welcome back to the Chammy. The only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a haunted graveyard by a haunted sleepy person. Gosh, I hope the owl will say something again, and maybe you'll be able to hear it through the window. So it likes to sit right here by the window, if not on the perch on the window itself. So Liz went to check out that haunted house that I was thinking of renting, and we talked about it, and I don't think it's going to be for us. She said the reviews are nice compared to what she found. The reviews on Zillow are nice. The bad reviews on Zillow that I found are nice compared to, I believe, what she experienced. I'm like, okay, I'm going to believe her because hopefully some of the ladies I know in that neighborhood, though, will be able to report it and make a good change in the area for that. But she even talked to some neighbors who were like, we're trying to get out of here. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll send you a link to a light bulb that I think will help you get into that meditative alpha state right before you sleep, when you sleep, help you practice seeing colors. So I think if you can practice seeing colors with your eyes closed, maybe you can practice seeing me in front of you on the screen. And then practice seeing your SP on the screen or something to that effect, But even though John asked to date me, is he also wanting to date others while with me? We can ask that question. But I just want you to understand that the more you put your energy into that, Brit, does he want to date others? He's literally absorbing it and thinking about it. Okay. I want to date her, but do I want to date others? And you don't want that. So turn your back on that. Okay, let's see where he is right now with his feelings and emotions about that. So you're always projecting because you're always vibrating. So law of assumption, law of attraction, whatever aside, once you vibrate, it's even more important. And I'm only talking about it like that from experience, because before I even knew what manifesting was, I knew what vibrating was because of the plants outside and the trees talking to me. And when I couldn't hear, before all my surgeries were complete to help me hear, I went instinctually. My inner compass followed the vibrations that felt right. So remember that if you are vibrating something that you don't want, it's just as powerful as vibrating something that you do want. It's like those churches, not churches, it's like those hospitals over in China where they cure cancer with their minds. You know, they're doing it through vibrational energy. Spirit, what does Britt need to know about John wanting to date others? So this is this is no for right now. This person might feel this way tonight, today. This card might also mean, you know, they're turning their back and death to the other unicorns about. You see the unicorn running behind her. You know, he'd like to be a better version of himself, a little bit more wisdom than double booking 2 or 3 ladies on one night. See what I'm saying? Hey, Jeremy, welcome back to the channel. The only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a unicorn. Hey, Creative Arts, welcome back. Well, I asked you a question, Creative Arts. Could you answer it, please? What? Let me ask you a question. So, are you struggling with who you're attracted to because they're both but ugly, or because they're both awesome and you want to be with both of them? Oh, good. Then he probably was very happy to. Creative Arts. So we're gonna just go ahead and check in and see where he's at right now. Okay, Creative Arts. Thanks so much for answering that. So yeah, this person talking to you, you've given them some kind of strength and courage in this strength card. Now remember, you know, you're this person's lioness, and that's the only thing that the male lion is afraid of is his lion. So you keep that courage and strength going yourself with your resilience, okay, dear? So Britt, okay, my guy friend isn't escalating. So it's really going to be about who floats your boat. You know, I mean, you can't decide, but you know, in your reality, because it is your reality, you could have both of them. Now, I mean, I don't know how they would feel about that, but I'm really telling you that it's up to you to decide which one floats your boat more. You know what I'm saying? Which one? I mean, I, of course, would go for the one that floats my boat the most. But I've also learned that, you know, the grass is greener where it's nurtured. But at the same time, I know, and I see here, and I know that, you know, my boat is definitely floated in a place where the grass is nurtured. So, you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. You know, I don't know what your sexuality is or your gender or anything like that, but it's really important to make sure that the feelings that you're feeling are the yummiest, because life is short and you want to find the ones that, you know, you want to grow with and spend the rest of your life with, and use it as an excuse to figure out where people are about you. Yeah, come here, doll. I mean, Lord knows I've had my time wasted so many times. And I'm just done with it, you know. I'm like, don't even talk to me unless you're serious. So, and I find that I'm a lot more serious face to face than with a screen between me and somebody else. Well, what are your intentions? You know, you gotta ask yourself, you want to keep dating and partying and going through a cycle that's fun for you in that way? Or do you want to be married and having a fun cycle in that way? You know, or do you want to just like be an alpha widow? Monogamy and finding a partner long term that supports. Okay. Yeah, playfulness is important. Chemistry is important. Connection is even more important. Because all that stuff, playfulness, chemistry, all that can be built upon if you have a connection. Right, Puppy Rooney? Yeah. So I bought myself my first bed ever. It's a human dog bed by Pluffle. And they sleep in it more than I do. They love it. I'm just like, fine, it keeps you off the futon. They do sometimes sneak up on the futon with me, but it's okay. I mostly got it to take like snuggle naps with them if I want to have a power nap. But I also thought it would be like a nice place for them to like just dwell instead of on the furniture or just on the floor too. They have those like little, you know, dog beds too, which is fine. I have one, but well, the Pluffle was cool, so I got a great deal on it. I got it. So yeah, tell him what you want, Britt. Ask him how he wants to operate around it. That way you know. And if you know, and if he doesn't know, that's fine. Give him some time to figure it out. And then if he doesn't know, that's fine too. You can also say, hey, how about we pretend for a week we have that, or a weekend, or 30 days. That way we know, instead of spending 3 or 6 or 6 months on it, a year, 3 years, 5 years, and before you know it, you're so bitter you don't know what the fuck you guys are. Although you could change that around too. It's whatever love story you want, really. As long as you expect it and you trust the process. Can't say it'll always be easy, but you sure can try. You sure can try. Right, Spirit? If you're there, turn the light, please. Spirit, are you there? It's a pretty quiet night, huh? So I'm going to leave the portal open for about another hour. And then I'm going to edit some new tarot videos for you guys and go 999. So they're both orgone generators. This is the one with the star on top, the yellow star. And then the one below it, it's just a square box with no like design or anything on it. One is just a regular chi life generator, and it generates the orgone energy. Chi, I knocked that. It generates the chi life energy, key life energy. We all create this energy naturally. It's just science. This one below, it's a little different because while the one on top is just chi life energy, the second one is resonating Schumann's resonance, which was the resonance of the planet before Wi-Fi, at least before G3, G4, G5 came in. So I'm pointing it at myself and at you guys, and it's zapping you. I believe in orgone energy. I used to not, but it showed me some things that were incredible. Like here's one story I'll give you guys. Excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze. My friend Callie, who lives in California, Calliope is her name. She and I studied tarot together. We talked a lot about tarot for years. Now she does branding, like mostly branding for businesses and companies. She was on a lot of my different trips through my glow up and my changes in my spiritual journeys, and like I was there with her too during the whole change she had with her boyfriend when we met. I sent her a piece of orgonite and it changed her whole life for the better. We didn't really know. I tell people when I give them a piece of my orgonite, I tell them I don't really know what it will do for you. I can't tell you what it will do for you, but I can tell you what my experiences are. You can look other people's experiences up with it online. You can research it yourself, but at the end of the day, I can't really tell you what it's going to do for you. I can only tell you my experience with it, and others that might have bought my orgonite or bought someone else's. So she gets the orgonite. They just bought a house together, her and her boyfriend, and the next thing I know, he's like not coming home. He's falling asleep at friends' houses playing League of Legends, playing video games. And I'm like, that's odd. Then next thing I know, like he wants her to completely move out. So what was happening essentially is that he was basically vegging out on video games and trying to do the best he could at their relationship, but just didn't feel fit enough. She was to the point where it was like she really wanted to stay and make things work, but she kind of knew that it was probably best to just go home. Because the way, she wasn't even from Detroit. She just ended up there because they met online. They really liked each other. And, when people have chemistry, they sometimes mistake it for a connection. And I didn't expect like the Organite to change her life that quick. But it was so amazing how intensely quick it happened, how strangely quick it happened. But it was all so much for the better because she turned around, she got home with her family, she got reaccustomed to being closer with her sister, she got closer to her mom and dad. She went through this whole process of healing in regards to, what she had been experiencing with her parents not, getting along so well. And then she met like the most wonderful guy. But I knew that would happen because that's what happened to her anyways in my fucking reality. Addison and Mine's mentor says, because I liked the guy, but after seeing him cop out on the video game thing time after time after time, I was just like, when is he gonna stop being addicted to League of Legends and look at this like gorgeous creature he's been gifted, Sure, I can ask the cards that. That's a pretty good question. Let's find out. Spirit, what does Addison need to know about Curtis being truthful about situation out in Omaha? So, High Priestess, they like to say that this is a maybe card. But I feel like this card is really trying to say, yeah, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Spirit's got your back. It's really nothing to worry about. I feel like, this person was being honest. The energy behind it was the Two of Wands. So while this is still a maybe card, the High Priestess, maybe this person wanted you to see it differently than it really was, but wasn't really lying. I hope that helps. So I think they are being truthful. They might have exaggerated a little bit, but not necessarily lied or anything like that. I hope somehow that helps Addison. So then there was also my friend Stephanie, who had a gentleman that she cared about very much so, and his wife had passed away. She's like, what can we do, Stormy, to help him? Because she's like, I'm so worried that he's gonna, drink himself to death. I'm like, okay, let's make him a pyramid that's astrologically attuned to his astrological chart. And we sent the pyramid, and it really helped him turn around a lot, which we thought was pretty amazing. Now he's like happily married, and he's not addicted to all the pain and suffering he was so addicted to before. Well, Addison, if it makes you feel any better, I really do believe sometimes rejection can be protection for the moment until someone knows they can show up a better version of themselves to you. I have this awesome friend that I've been friends with like most of my life, right? And he's like, well, I'll always be honest and truthful with you, but don't ever ask me to promise you anything. I was like, okay, sure, fine. And I've noticed that the more that I changed the way I thought about that, and the more that I thought about us and myself as a friend, I noticed the more this person would communicate with me. Whether they think I'm satanic or not, which I'm not. doesn't matter. But the less I felt good about myself, I also didn't really hear from them either. But I also feel like he was not talking to me because there might have been something about him he was protecting me from. Because, well, she could be in love with me, or maybe she loves me, or, I know she cares about me. But I'm not necessarily the best version of myself to present myself to her, kind of thing. I just can read his mind. It's like somebody who, they want to promise you the world, but they really can't because they can't give it to themselves. So maybe he just wasn't. So maybe there was something that he just was stopping him from being the best version of himself that he thought you deserved. And I'm just talking like from experience. I'm not like talking about law of attraction or law of assumption or even law of vibration. I'm just talking about what I experienced with this friend of mine. It was never anybody that I ever even kissed or had any kind of romantic, relationship or physical activity with. It was just someone I've been friends with since I was a kid. And hey Liz, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can see a cute puppy running, getting a cup. Right on. 3 freshly laid nests. That's so cool. Yes, turtle power. Absolutely. Hey Yana, how are you? Welcome to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house, in a haunted graveyard, from a haunted person with a couple of cute haunted dogs. Turtles are so cute. Pretty good, Yana. Gonna close the portal in about 40 minutes. So if you need a free energy update, yes, no, maybe so, or paid reading, that's how long I'll be here. Hey Firespawn, welcome back to the Chammy. How are you tonight, dear? I am super, super sleepy. I even had a coffee before I logged in. Like the night before, I had like 3 hours of sleep. I was up at work from 8 a.m. I was up for work at 8 a.m. and just didn't stop working until 6 a.m. this morning. Finally got to sleep, but I can't keep doing that. Does AC want to be in a relationship with me? No, let's split the deck and find out. Spirit, what does Yana need to know? Do you want to be in a relationship with them? So what would make you think that they don't want to be in a relationship with you? What would make you think or feel that? Because those are the kind of thoughts and feelings and emotionalizing you don't want to be doing, okay? So if you want this person to be in a relationship with you, they're your person then. It's already yours. That's a good thing. That's a good feeling for sure. And that's a good feeling to embody until it feels more real. But every once in a while, remind yourself that this is your person, okay? And that it really is more than just friends. But also remember how important your friendship is. You know, and to continue nurturing it no matter where you both go. Does that make sense? Oh God, that creeps me out. I'm gonna have to wear socks to bed tonight. I can't even shuffle the cards. Okay, I can shuffle the cards now. I'll be fine. See if the call center is working. Man, like, I can't even believe it. Like, I have been on this call center for hours. I just keep getting kicked off. I'm really starting to get pissed off about it. I might have to say something to them about it. Now, I was having this I was having this problem really bad last week before they fixed the situation. Spectrum did, but it's coming right back where like I can't even stay online. So maybe there's something going on their end. Spirit, once again, what does Yana need to know about this person wanting to be in a relationship with them? Do they want to be in a relationship with them? Does their specific person want to be in a relationship with them? So I think it's interesting that we've got the Nine of Wands reversed, which would traditionally be like a yes. Okay. But the energy behind that is a Queen of Cups. So they feel pretty sensitive about it. Like they might be leaning towards, I've had some issues in other relationships I'm not so comfortable with. Don't want that to happen again. But yet they feel, that there's still some kind of safety with you. Like they could rebuild the idea of what foundation of loyalty and trust and communication and something harmonious feels. So yeah, I feel like with that reverse Nine of Wands, very much so, yes, that this person it's been on their mind for sure. And they want to communicate about it because wands are all about communication. I hope somehow that helps. Keep us updated. Let me know how it goes. So I know it's like, I'm not really sure. So I don't really understand how two people who are friends can ruin their friendship getting into a relationship, especially if that's something you don't allow. That's why I said to you that you should still be nurturing the friendship as much as the relationship. I'm only speaking from experience once again. Like, I don't really have an ex that I want to, continue being in a partnership with, but I also don't really have an ex that I'm enemies with. Okay, our friendships are intact. And maybe we don't have dinner together every day or lunch, or do things together all the time. Doesn't mean that if we, when we do run into each other or, that it's going to be negative. Doesn't mean that when we get on the phone with each other that we're going to rehash the old story either. So, I don't think I don't think anybody can go wrong getting in a relationship with a friend. I mean, it's already a relationship once you decide to become friends. It's already a type of relationship. And if you are nurturing that, you can't go wrong. Yeah, and if you, a couple years goes by and you find out he's not really for you because he's, picking video games over you, then dump him. Doesn't mean you can't still be friends. That sounds terrible, but if that's the kind of thing you like, keep doing it too. Play the video games with him. Don't put your mind into any ideas of third parties. Really think about what you want. Not what he wants, not what anybody else wants, and it'll all work out. I gotta pee something fierce. I'll be right back. Hey, that's not very nice. Stop it. Well, hello, Spirit. Are you there? Did any of these lights or anything go off while I was gone? Hey, Molly, welcome back to the Chammy. Are you still there? Thanks so much, guys, for the likes. I appreciate it. I'm back. Did that thing really go off as I came back? It's crazy. Or did it go off when I said Molly? Why is it only beeping, but it's not making colors tonight? Spirit, if you want to talk to Molly, light up the REM pod. Come on. Do it. Make it happen. Is she still here? I got distracted in the hallway because somebody asked me about the human dog bed. So I was showing it to them on the phone. Molly, where are you? Come back. Wow. Spirit, if you're there, light up the lights. Come here, puppy. There you are. You know, the light didn't go off. Just the thing is beeping now that I'm back. And when I said hi to you. It beeped. For some reason, the colors aren't really going off tonight at all. Maybe I should put a different battery in it. Sleepy? Not really sure. Does it mean anything when it just beeps like that? I mean, I thought that it meant a presence of energy. Yeah, so there was a time, Cottonfly, when, she wouldn't contact her specific person because she wanted him to contact her, and she was not so sure that she would be received well. So our mentor was like, just, try a different idea, and I kept persisting and pushing her to try a different thought on instead of that one that she was telling herself, and it worked. And they spent a whole bunch of time talking to each other about the snow and different things that went on. It wasn't until her self-concept, everything was fine. I mean, he came back. But the moment she broke her foot and her self-concept went down because of it, he was like, peace out, without even really ever saying that to her. But I noticed that when her self-concept became better, he did come back. So now I feel like the stronger her self-concept gets this time, the only choice he has is if she still wants him, if he still floats her boat, is to come back into her life some way within divine timing. I don't know what it looks like it says IMOPS. Like, what's IMOPS? Or does it say IROPS? I don't have my glasses. I still got to get them fixed. I'm going to try the other 9-volt battery. This one doesn't seem to... I mean, sorry, guys. That's just me. Jeez. Sorry, I wanted to put a different battery in it because I think one is lower than the other. I think that last battery was lower than the other. I got some new ones, but this one is more fresh than the other. If there's any good spirits in the room that want to talk to us, let us know you're here. Light up the REM pod. Oh, good. You're off Thursday. So I'm hoping by Thursday I'll have the new spirit box together. Confly was saying that she noticed how doing the Estes method repeatedly makes me just sick. And not like, mentally or physically on the inside, like a cold or something, just like a lot of fatigue. So hopefully with the new spirit box I'm making, we'll be able to sit here together like we do with the REM pod and listen in for any voices that might come through loud and clear. Oh, really? Can we find a different name? Like one that's funny, like Pennywise? Oh, I got a good name for her. We're not going to call her Hooker. We're going to call her the Grudge. I would prefer to call her the Grudge. So we've gotten rid of Pennywise. Now we must dispel the grudge. I hear a zombie. Hi. Are you okay?
Yeah, give us every night. I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right. How's your knee feeling?
No, I don't know. It's
You shouldn't be walking around on it. You should have it up on the pillow that.
I got that thing on.
I know you have the thing on, but I mean, you should
I'm just going to show you something.
Okay. Show me something.
I got about 20 of these. Why? Count them.
Wow.
Go home. Push it up. Ah, the other way. What do you think? I'm supporting them or just them?
Well, they want to give you. So this is from Monday to today.
Okay. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You want to give me what?
So I would start with the fact that they want to give you 50,000 tokens. If you got this one last. So once you open it up from one of that, those other ones will go away.
Yeah, but 50,000 tokens. I want $50,000, not tokens.
Okay, you got it, Dad.
Huh?
You got it.
We'll push it.
Yes, please. Play your game and enjoy it. It's for fun. Is it Tuesday? Did anybody play the lottery today for fun?
Yes.
You did? You played? Okay.
I spent $2 on it.
So yes, the grudge is good. We'll call her the grudge.
What's a grudge?
What's a grudge? It's a spooky thing.
Who are you talking to, me or somebody else?
I'm talking to all of you.
Oh, okay. Just can't show you. You just have to open the knife.
Okay.
If she getting free, what? What happens?
What's happening? All right, Daddy. Enjoy your game. Go put your leg up on that pillow. The pillow where you elevate your knee.
Fine.
You don't look fine. I hope you feel better. We worked out yesterday and he did something to his knee on the walk. You just got to be so macho. Like, why don't you just use this special pillow to elevate your... No. Why don't you put some CBD on it? No. Why don't you take a Tylenol? No. Just wrap it up and complain instead. Do you want me, if you want me to turn the spirit box on, touch the blue light, make it turn blue and purple. Make the REM pod turn blue and purple like I showed you. All right, good night, Molly. I'm going to be ending the live here very shortly. I'm only keeping the portal open for about another 15 minutes or so. And I'm going to do the free collective message, and I don't know what. Probably just go get in bed. Hey, hello, Yang. How are you tonight, dear? Welcome back to the Chammy. Like, I don't even think I'm going to edit the tarot videos or do much of anything. I think I just need to go to sleep and start all over in the morning. I think I'm supposed to be asleep too, Yang. Do I have an Instagram? Yeah, it's Stormy Blue Music is Sacred. I'm not on it often enough. What happened to Fire Spawn? She's still with us? Good night, Molly. Sweet dreams, honey. Yeah, sure. You can get a card real quick, honey. Spirit, what does Molly need to know right now? Hey, Pink, welcome to the Chammy. You got to get up at 6:30. Oh my God, look, we got a Motley Crue light show going. Of course you're going to get everything you want and need, Yang. Of course you are. Why? Because you're going to give it to yourself. You've given it to yourself. Molly, you got the Queen of Cups showing, someone's feeling love and sensitive about you. Maybe you're feeling love and sensitive about yourself. Okay? You are in a little bit of limbo, but you're coming out of it, okay? It's the Queen of Cups for you, Molly. Y'all go nine-nine. Spirit, what does a Pink need to know about being in a relationship this year? Of course you'll be in a relationship this year, especially if you want to be in a relationship. Hi there, precious. Oh no, don't try to come over here by yourself and get hurt. Come here, love. Okay, so yes, you've got the star card. If you're subscribed to the channel, please like the live. If you're not subscribed, please like the live. Please subscribe. Gypsy with a J, Gypsy with a J, Gypsy, 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 Gypsy with a J. Want to go night-night? Yeah, you want some CBD, yeah? Yeah. Oh, look at Rooney. He's double, triple jealous. Double, triple jealous because I got you in my arms. Hey, welcome back, Liz. I know, I saw the moon. It's so beautiful. My owl was outside hanging out with the moon. It's cool. I was trying to record her voice, but I think Dad scared her away. Spirit party in the back for sure. Oh, yeah. Good night. Good night. Good night. Yeah, I gotta brush my dog's teeth. It's a good girl. You're so welcome, I'm Pink. Anybody else have a question before I close the portal? Sure, Yang, sure. Let's see what this spirit needs you to know. Card for Yang, please, spirit. So you got the death card. So you see her hanging out with that skull and the beautiful roses blooming around her. That skull has a lot to do with strength and wisdom. You see the unicorn running around in the background. I feel like what this card is trying to tell you is that there's going to be a huge transformation in the next 24 hours for you. Yes, we know. You're there. Oh gosh, it's my biological clock going off. Hold on. I'm just going to turn this off because I don't really see myself giving anybody another tarot card reading tonight. No point being at work when... But yes, there's definitely transformation. It's good transformation coming for you. Okay? It's not a bad transformation. Death to the old story while letting in that new one, okay? You have a good night too, dear. That was Dorothy Borsnack from the Golden Girls. She was a school teacher as well. Oh, I love you too, Nose Goblin. Oh, little Nose Goblin. Little Nose Goblin. Nose Goblin. Little, very, very one. Little nose, little Goblin. Where's your treats? Huh? Where's your treats? Where's your cookie treats? Decided to give them a break. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mental treat illness is affecting our relationship. So I'm really glad that you got off the treats and came to see me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. It's so funny to see Rudy double, triple jealous. That's usually your mommy dog. She's like, let's go 9-9. Let's go 9-9-9-9-9. Yeah, come here. Come on. Come on. I got two of you now. What are you whining about? You're on my lap? You're sitting next to your best friend? I mean, what? Okay, guys. Go lay down. Rooney. Trouble. Lots of trouble. I don't know. He's been incredibly needy. Like all week. No. Trouble. Trouble. Dogs cause problems. No. Trouble. Put it away. Now. Lay down. Lalo. Lalo. Oh, they're trying to kill each other. Anyways, any hoodle noodle. It's Tuesday night. Oh, wait, it's Wednesday morning now. You guys, I walked by McDonald's today and I did not get a french fry. I'm so proud of myself. I really wanted to bury myself in them. I just wanted to jump right into the fryer myself. It was so hard to resist them. It's my favorite vegetable. Did you know that a dietitian once told me that I can pick whatever I want for dinner? Just don't eat potatoes and ice cream in the same day, because it's like if you eat a potato, it's like eating ice cream. I was like, that's insane. That was before I understood carbs. I'm surprised how much sugar is in everything. My dogs are crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Well, there's only about a few minutes left here, so I'm probably just going to do the free collective message because I don't really see anybody coming in the next 15 minutes. So I'm just going to start shuffling. Wow, it's 12:37. Amazing. So hopefully within the next 24 to 48 hours, I'll have the new spirit box finished. That should give me some time to rest up. You're depressed because today you found out about a famous teen heartthrob from the 70s. He was in a famous gay movie called Death in Venice. It made him a star, but he was exploited and treated as a sex object. Hey, Dollface Diva, welcome back to the Chammy. I did want an energy update on SP Connection, but now my energy is depressed, so you'll probably pull a bad card. Yeah, I got that way about Shirley Temple once. I understand how you feel. Let's just see what the cards say. And because it's an energy update on your SP, not you. Although it might reflect you because cards are just like that. Spirit, if you want me to turn on the spirit box and you want me to stick around, turn the REM pod blue or purple. How are you doing, Dollface Diva? It's good to see you. Welcome back to the Chammy. So I'll take your question, Dollface, if you want one too. But if someone else comes in for a free question, like tell them I'm not doing free. Portal's closed now. I mean, if they want a paid reading, sure, I could probably get through that, but turn it blue or purple. I've shown you how. Just touch the antenna and I'll turn the spirit box on and talk to you. Energy update, Spirit, for... Ooh, am I going to sneeze? Okay, I'm not going to sneeze. Feels like it, though. Energy update for Fire Spawn on her specific person, please, Spirit. So you've gotten the Knight of Pentacles, but it was reversed. So whatever's going on right now, this person doesn't feel very opportunistic. They might not be feeling very prosperous. They might have had a conflict with a friend or a loved one. Or maybe just even inside themselves today. But energies change. It'll be better in the morning. After a nice long nap. Lisa, how are you, honey? Okay, anyone new coming in other than Elisa? Like if it's somebody who's new that we don't know, that never comes here. Yes, you can ask. So, where are you, Dollface? Do you have a question, dear? Okay, what's your question, Elisa? Because we're gonna close the portal here, and I'm gonna go 999. Might have to have a cup of tea first, though. I like to drink this chamomile tea before I go to bed, and I'll put some ginger in it, and I'll put some honey in it, and some lemon. It's really good for detoxing your liver as well as helping you sleep a little deeper. I guess I could take my melatonin while I'm hanging out with you guys. At least a message about it healing to realign with the woman who is meant to be with them. I'm not sure I understand your question, Elisa. Like, message about TI. Oh man, stop production. Yes, I thought so. You know how many times in my life I've seen the SAG and AFTRA award? SAG and AFTRA war. They also make it pretty difficult to get SAG or AFTRA, which I probably could have gotten a dozen times, but I've never been able to afford the fees, nor ever been able to really stay and work. I'm having the most difficult time finding work. Even just voiceover work, you guys. It's painful. So, Lisa, you felt like you lost your guidance, but you aren't alone because you're here. Okay? And you're not alone in feeling like you lost your guidance either, because there are people here who feel that way. Sometimes I felt that way a lot as well. Like, I'd like to find a new house of music. You know, I'd like to find a new haunted house of music. And I find myself a lot in pain as well over the situation. And it's really transformed like who I am. And I'm like working so hard to change it. So your inner guidance, your sensitivity, like, yeah, because your heart's all messed up, you know. I'm not sure but I'm still not sure I understand your question, Elisa. Like, message about, I don't know if TI is like a typo for 2 or something, but to me, when someone says TI, I just think of the rapper that's here from Atlanta. So then I start thinking, well, somebody's supposed to be listening to his music so they can realign with healing. I mean, I know I have. Wow, look at that Motley Crue light show over there while I'm talking about the rapper T.I. in Atlanta. Spirit, are you from Atlanta? It's so cool. So I think I know why that ball is stronger tonight than the other one, because it's literally absorbing the orgone energy. And what orgone energy does is it accentuates everything around it. So it's probably stronger than the other ball tonight. So you know you don't want to be in pain, right, Elisa? But music can really guide you to where you might want to be. I got so sad when they canceled Versailles. They were looking for somebody to like take the television show to a whole new level, like with HBO or Showtime or Stars. But I loved that show. Did anybody get to watch that miniseries Versailles? It was so good. So I'm not really sure I understand your question, Elisa, though I would love to answer it. Are you asking how to realign to be the best version of the woman who's meant to be with F? You're meant to be with him, if that's what you want. You already have him, if that's what you want. Right, Spirit? So ask yourself, Elisa, once again, what are you telling yourself about you? Because he's literally absorbing it. What are you telling yourself about him? What are you telling yourself about each other? She went to hide from the ghosts. It's super like it's starting to get super active over here. If you want me to turn on the spirit box, you have to make the REM pod turn a color. The ball's not the REM pod. Maybe I should put the REM pod on the orgone generator. Or what that would happen. What would happen then? Well, since the other one's not going off, I'm going to turn it off. You feel closed off to all kinds of love, even love from your friends and your family? Or just to some new people, or just him in general? Yeah, please do listen to it, Firespawn. I did the twin flame seminar thing that he had going for weeks. It really helped me change some things about the way I felt about my SB. And change some things about the way they're showing up to me. I keep seeing things move in the house. I keep seeing something standing in the hallway. And it scares me because it's not my dad, and I don't know what it is. Elisa, Molly has the same problem. Every time I say Molly's voice, the spirit box goes off. It's so funny. Oh, whatever it is has a big crush on her. But I think I know why. Your family doesn't live, I feel, I cannot support me. So, Dumbledore. Well, Lisa, look. You feel closed off to life right now because you're going through a healing process. It's not necessarily a bad thing to feel closed off to life, but it's when you start feeling closed off to yourself, like as if there's something that you can't give yourself, you know. Oh yeah, that's interesting. My dad's moon is in Pisces, fire spawn, so I can relate. It's also helped him become a lot stronger the older he gets and more wise. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen that commercial with the Jewish people who are really old, and they have this foundation where they raise money for them, and they're really old and they were affected by World War II, and they supposedly still have nothing. Every time he sees that commercial, he just loses it. Like, it really upsets him really bad. And he's had to learn to change the channel. He see the ASPCA commercial, he starts freaking out. You know, he sees the little kids with cancer. I'm like, turn the TV on now. Here's a box of tissues. And here I am with my Taurus moon. I'm like, just chill out. It's gonna be okay. But it's that Pisces moon because it's such a spongy, you know, it really absorbs, you know, that sorrow and that, because it's an immutable sign. Look up the word immutable. You have some time. That you can't give yourself what you need to thrive again. Yeah, it's going to be important for you to identify what's making you feel like you're not in your power. Is it losing the control over your relationship? Is it losing the control over your family? Or is it losing the control over yourself? Because when you lose control over yourself and you can't stay on a strict mental diet, you just watch it all slip through your fingers. I'm okay. The portal's closed. How are you, Ritu? I'm actually literally getting ready to go offline. Did you need like an update or a reading or something? Ritu? Because I should be back tomorrow evening. If you are around, maybe you could come join us. I'm just super, super sleepy. I have not been sleeping well. I don't even know if any of my readings are incredibly accurate or not tonight. I couldn't even barely work on the call center. It was just like, what's my name? I hit my head really bad yesterday, you guys. I just haven't been talking about it. And I do have a bit of a headache that I'm having a hard time getting rid of. But I feel okay. I feel okay. And I waited the 6 hours before going to sleep. Because it's important if you hit your head to not fall asleep for 6 hours at the most, at the least. Because you don't want to get a concussion. And usually when hitting your head, you get really sleepy. But yeah, that's how I'm doing. Ritu, how are you, dear? I'm going to do a collective message here in a minute if you would like to listen to that, because that's for everybody. That's for everyone who maybe didn't get a reading or found us when we weren't live. Hey, Liz, how are you, dear? Moving to a new location? Okay. I'll text you after the live is over. I'll text all my friends and say goodnight when I get a chance, even if they're not on the live. But I'm doing the collective message now. And you're so welcome, Elisa. Thank you for letting us know. You know, you're not alone here. You can always email me at my email address, gypsyqueencardreader@gmail.com. You could also talk to anyone that might be here when we're on the lives. You can also leave comments. I would really appreciate it if you guys would leave comments talking about tarot cards, maybe some of the readings you got, or the collective message at the end, or even leave, your comments like what Elisa's talking about tonight. Because there are people who will come by the channel, I'm sure, and want to talk more about it. Just kind of turn the comment section into a forum about tarot, or whatever you guys might feel you want to chat about would be great. And I'll always get a message here on Instagram, on YouTube, before I'll get one on Instagram and before I'll get one in my email. So please feel free to come by and leave messages for me or for each other. So I'm going to do the free collective message. I lost control over my relationship. Yeah, I remember that. So I'm about to do the free collective message and go to bed, Ladybug and Sridevi and Ritu. Actually closing the night down. So if you guys want to listen to the free collective message, you're more than welcome to. This is a free collective message for anyone who maybe didn't get a reading during the night when we were live, or maybe found this for when we were live, when we were not live. Also, please remember these collective tarot readings are for anytime you may find them, because they're a timeless tarot reading, which means they're good for any time you find them. So we've got the World card. This is very much a yes card for anyone seeking a yes, no, maybe so answer. This is also a card about taking better care of yourself, regenerating like the world does. Half the world's on fire right now, but all that will recover and will grow back and regenerate. As sad as it seems and is. So with this reversed Nine of Swords, don't let it keep you up at night, that which you fear. It's not worth it, okay? And y'all try to get some good rest as soon as you can, so that you can regenerate your world, so you can regenerate your ecosystem, like I'm about to go do now, so that I can come back 120% full to work in the morning. I didn't put the call center up, but you guys can always call me at the call center and find it pinned in the other videos that are live. I just didn't do it tonight. I've already turned the call center off. I just can't code. Spirit, you didn't turn it blue or purple or any colors tonight, so I'm going to turn you off because I'm going 9-9. And you can go 9-9 with us. Where's the light? Where's the switch? God, I hate that annoying noise sometimes. It can get so annoying when trying to turn it off, because I sometimes can't find the switch because it's so deep in the hole. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know that the spirit box I'm building is going to be ready by tomorrow, but who knows? Maybe it will be. Maybe I'll find some of the adapters that I need working in the house. Oh my goodness. Good night. Kalanita. Arrivederci. Sayonara. Love and light, bright.